All right, well, I'm hearing that today's Quordle especially is interesting, and so I am going to look at the Dordle, Quordle, and Octordle, and we'll see how we do. Oop, I don't want to start with a U. I'm going to start with my usual train and cough, and see how we do from there. Okay, we've got, that's interesting. So maybe we could do RU. You know what we could do is we could do store, which would be new spots for the T, O, and R. S and E are good letters to check. Let's do that. Didn't check for the U. Ooh, okay, so this is S-T-O, maybe stove or stole, or stow with an, oh, that's not a, okay. Maybe that's just a name. Okay, over on the right, we haven't got hardly anything. Re what? Can't be like reuse or something, but the E, maybe it's ER at the end. We could do something like this. This would be good. Like, fumer isn't too bad. It'd be good to use a V or an L since I'm thinking stove and stole on the left. You know what would be good is lurer, because that does the L for stole versus stove. It also checks 2 spots for the R, just in case it's not ER at the end. So I think that's pretty good. Let's do that. Okay, it is R at the end. Ooh, it's not ER though. And it's not stole, so I think it's gonna be stove, right? Ooh, it can also be stoke. We've got stoke as a possibility still. Okay, let's keep looking at the right one then. So, there isn't, is it UR maybe? Ooh, femur is good. Let's try femur. Oh, it's not femur. Oh, demure. Demure. Oh, but we, And we've got the 50-50 on stove versus stoke. Ah, shoot. Yeah, shoot. We shouldn't have done lure. We should have done something with a V or a K, or well, it was still good to do the L. We should have done like an L and a K or something. All right, I think it's gonna be demur, yeah. Stove versus stoke, it's a 50-50. Well, stove was the first one that I thought of, so let's just go with that, and hopefully it's right. Oh, okay, good. That was close, all right. Now we're gonna move on to the Quordle, and we're gonna use stove and demur as our starting words. All right, here we go. Stove and demure, or demur. I'm actually not even sure. Not sure about demur. Okay. This is probably ER. Actually, all of them could be ER. They're probably not all ER, but we need to do A and I for vowels still. We've done O, E, and U. Let's see, we wanna do A and I. How about alien? Alien would be good, yeah, because we haven't done L or N yet, and I'm thinking ER is possible on at least, I mean, it's possible on all 3 of these, but at least a couple of them seems pretty likely. So let's go with alien. Okay, they're all ER, which is interesting. This one is D something I-E-R. I think it's gotta be dryer, right? Yeah, it's gotta be dryer. Okay, dryer, good. And this one is S something ER. Now, we don't have A, I, O, or U, so unless there's a Y, there's gotta be another E, but that would have to be here. Shear? Shear would work. Shear's pretty good. There's probably something else it could be. Spear? I think that's E-A. Oh, spear with a double E is where it works too. Okay. So let's wait on that one. Let's see, down here we've got an O. It's gotta be, oh, there's 2 R's. So it could be like this. It could be corer or borer. Corer or borer. Otherwise, if the R was at the beginning, R-O, rower, roper, rober. No, not rober, apparently. So there's several possibilities there. That's the classic O-E-R trap. We do know there's 2 R's, which helps. That eliminates some of the options. all we've got here is the I and the N. Okay, so we could guess winch here. Now there's a bunch of things this could be. There's a lot of INCHs, I think. Pinch and finch and, ooh, pinch is pretty good too. I'm just thinking things that, the W would help eliminate rower over here as a possibility. Or get the W and then we would know it was rower. But pinch is also good because roper was a possibility over here. But the C also checks for corer, so that's good. And the H, it checks the H up here for shear. So let's do winch. Winch or pinch, it's about the same either way. So, oh, it got the W. Look at that. Okay, so this is rower. It's not winch though. But I think this has to be rower, and that's shear up there. Let's do shear. That one's, I'm more certain about shear. Okay. I think this has to be rower, right? What else could this be? We've got to have an R, O, and W at the beginning. The R is either first, in which case the O, it would have to be row. Otherwise the R is third, in which case it would have to be OWR, which isn't gonna work. So it's gotta be rower. Okay. All right, there you go. Make sure you can see my guess up there. So we've got 2 more guesses. It's INCH, what could it be? It could be finch, it could be pinch. Is there anything else it could be? Oh, it could be cinch with another C, couldn't it? Cinch, finch, or pinch. So let's do cafes, which will check for cinch, because it'll see if there's a C at the beginning. It'll also check for finch, and if it's not either of those, I think it's gotta be pinch. Let's go for that. Okay, so it's cinch. That was a cinch, there we go. Not a cinch, but we got it. Last guess, but we got them all. So shear, dryer, rower, and cinch. Those are definitely interesting ones. I see why people were saying it was interesting today, especially with 3 of them having the ER. That was pretty crazy. All right, so on to the Octordle. Shear, dryer, rower, and cinch. All right, on to the Octordle. We're doing shear, dryer, rower, and cinch. Okay, now, ooh, this is interesting. We got 2 C's here. So CR. Now, we've done we've done O, I, and E, but not A or U. So probably it could be something like crack. That's pretty good. It's gotta be CK, doesn't it? Feels like it probably is, so I'm thinking crack there. This one, ooh, something like pouch would be good, or oh, it can't be couch because there's not a double C, so that's good. Pouch or, pouch is pretty good there. Let's see, what about over here? We've got the R, there's an O, E, and S as well. It could be something like prose. Prose is good. So maybe we should try pouch. Is there anything else it could be there? Probably could be something else. Yeah, it could. It could be like botch or something else with an OTCH, yeah. Okay, I like prose, I like pouch, but it's not necessarily pouch. Over here, we've got the N and an I. Ooh, the I, it's not gonna be EI at the end, so I think it's gotta be IN something? Can't be an R though. So it can't be inter. This one has the WR. Probably rung is good. Rung's really good there. This with the H second, it feels like it's gotta have maybe like a TH. But then RO and oh, thorn. Thorn there. I think thorn's really good there. I'm tempted to try that one. Thorn and crack, I think, are my most confident ones right now. Do I want to guess one of them, or do I want to do a test word is the question. Because there's 13 guesses, 8 words. We've already used 4. We only have 1 more guess that's not an answer, so gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know what it is. Ah, cruck is a word. I was gonna say, I feel like cruck is a word I've heard before, but I have no idea what it means. Okay, so now I'm less confident on that one. But I think it's gotta be thorn. I'm going with thorn. Okay, it is thorn. Good, good. Now, did that help us? We got the R, it's O, just like we thought here. Still like pros there. Rung over here. Ooh, we got a T. So this is O-T-C-H. So what could it be? It could be botch. It could be... I think it's gotta be botch. There's probably something else it could be though. I feel like there's probably other options, but I can't think of what it would be. Let's go with botch. It's botch, okay. Good, did we get a B anywhere? There's a B here. Oh, this is, oh, it's not brown. It's gotta be brawn, right? Yeah, it's gotta be brawn. Okay, good, brawn. Now that, okay, so we just checked the A then. This is crack. It's gotta be crack, right? C-R-A-C. Yeah, it's gotta be crack. Okay, good, good. R-O, oh, there's an A here. This is not pros. Oh, it's a rose, right? It's got the R-O. The E either has to be first or last. If it was E-R-O, then you'd have to have A and S. A row, yeah, no, none of those work. So the E has to be at the end, which makes the, yeah, so it has to be a rose. There we go. All right, oh, and this is A-R something something E, but that's all we know. Ooh, and there's no, there could be a second A, but there's no, oh, argue. Argue is really good there. I like argue there. What about this one over here? We've got the I. Okay, so we already decided the I has to be at the beginning or the end. I don't think it can be at the end, so it's gotta be in something. Ooh, inlet. Inlet's really good. The T either has to be at the end or second. If it was, yeah, and no, the N, if the I is first, the N has to be second. And then the T has to be at the end, so I think it has to be inlet. Because it can't be inset. Inlet, very nice. Now let's move this up a little bit, there we go. Okay, so we got 2 words left. I still think argue here, and this one, I mean, all we have is the A and the O. The O could be first or fourth. If the O was fourth, the A would have to be second. Something like that, which could work. Favor would work, or paver. I'm sure some other things. Major. There's a few possibilities there. I think I'm convincing myself to go with argue. It either, I mean, it's gotta have another vowel, right? You're not gonna have R and then 2 consonants and then an E, and you can't have another E. So it's gotta be either A fourth, something like this. What would that even be? Yeah, I think it's gotta be argue. I'm gonna go with argue. Yes. All right, and if you think there was something else I should have guessed, be sure to argue about it down in the comments. Let me know. All right, so we just got this last word left, and we've got 2 guesses, which is good because I'm really not sure. I've got a few possibilities. So major, mayor. Mayor is also possible. Favor, all the things I'm thinking of are A second and O fourth. Is there anything with an O at the beginning? It's not gonna be OA, I don't think. So it would have to be like this. Something like Oscar, but there's no S or C. Yeah, so that doesn't work. So the O has to be fourth, which then means the A has to be second. So it's something like this, but I've got major, mayor, favor, payer, paver maybe? Have we guessed anything with 2 R's? We did, dryer. Okay, so we can't have another R, otherwise it could be razor. So luckily you can't do that. Actually, it would be good if we had a second R, because then we would be able to rule out more things. But we've got a bunch of possibilities there. Major, mayor, favor, payer. A bunch of them have a Y. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We can do vamps. That checks the V, M, and the P. It doesn't quite get us everything. Is vampy a word? Oh, vampy is a word. Okay, even better. So V, M, P, and Y. I think that will hopefully distinguish between all those possibilities. Cause favor, so if we get the V and not the M or the P, then I think it'll have to be favor. I mean, if the V's yellow. if the V is at the beginning, it'll have to be vapor. If we get the V and the P, and the V's not at the beginning, then it'll be paver. Major if we get the M without the Y. Mayor if we get the M and the Y. Payer if we get the P and the Y. I think it'll do all of them. Let's go for it. Okay, so it's vapor. Vapor. Here we go. All right, very nice. So it was a close one at the end there, but luckily not doing a test word earlier on ended up being a good thing. Going for the ones that I was pretty confident in with thorn, and then it got me botch, and then instead of doing a test word to just try 5 new letters there, because then I wouldn't have had the extra test word at the end to distinguish between all those possibilities on vapor. All right, so botch, arose, crack, thorn, vapor, argue, brawn, and inlet. So there you go, that was the Dordle, Quordle, and Octordle. Let me know how all 3 of those puzzles went for you today, which word you had the hardest time with. I know I heard from some people that the Quordle was difficult, so let me know which word you got stuck on all these puzzles, and or if you thought they were all simple, or whatever you thought. And be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Got a rotten string of bad luck ahead of me now. That is, if you believe in any of these various superstitions. Oh, okay, well that was really good. On the left, awesome. Ballet over here, okay, it is L and T, just like I was thinking. Now, alphabet. Alphabet. There we go, that's a good one.